Welcome back to a new Dying Light 2 video. Before we get into this one, as you can see by the title, it's going to be a conversation I had on Michael Does Life, the show yesterday I called in. Just some things to say before we get into it. All love towards Techland at the end of the day. A lot of the things we talk about in here are red flags I think both of us want to see really overturned. But right now I just think there's a lot of red flags we need to be talking about. If you don't want to see red flags, if you don't want to look at the game from an honest point of view, leave the video. I don't know what any good it does to you to not want to see this kind of stuff or even acknowledge it. But it's just a fact that there's a lot of red flags. So anyway, I'll roll the clip here.
Hello, you're on the air.
Hello, Michael. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's hard
Michael,
times.
you commented on my video the other day. If you
hold on.
remember that.
What did you say?
I said you commented on my video the other day. If you remember that, I don't know how many videos you comment on, but
no, I don't. What? Oh, you're the Dying Light 2 guy?
Yeah.
Oh, bro, hell yeah. Well, I'm glad you're here because you're actually covering the game, and you made some good points in that video.
Yeah. Well, I think the main issue is a lot of people, they want to leave last-gen gamers behind. I've seen it in my comments.
Wow.
I've made countless videos about we need last-gen gameplay ever since pre-orders have came out. And there's people on PC and next gen saying we don't need last gen gameplay. There's people right out saying that.
Oh my god! Yeah, they called in and said, get good and get a good PC rig. Like, who cares about last gen footage? And it's like, dude, they haven't shown off any footage of any console. Like, not even PS5, not even Series X. Like, this is a massive red flag, bro. Now I know, and you made an update video, and they have said in January they're going to come out of the woodwork and show this game off on old gen hardware. But the specifics of that, when that's actually going to happen, that's all still a big mystery. So.
Exactly. It could come January 25th.
I know. Yeah. Just like Cyberpunk, where they release it at the very last minute.
What you have to watch for, too, when we do get it, Michael, a lot of the gameplay we've seen from Techland. I love Dying Light 1. I love Techland, but the gameplay we've seen from them so far has been heavily edited. It's going to be something you have to look out for there for the last-gen gameplay. So I'm expecting it to be heavily edited and short, probably not that raw. And something else I want to just mention too is when the creator gameplay came out, I don't know if you saw a lot of that. A lot of creators went to play Dying Light 2 like a month or two ago.
Right.
They were told not to include bugs in the gameplay.
Oh no. Well,
that's just something interesting.
Yeah. Now there was something interesting that you said in the video, and you said that when they played the PS4 Pro version, that they had like a small version of the map or something like that?
Yes.
Really?
So basically in Dying Light 2, there's an old Villador version of the map, and there's a central loop version with, you called it Night City, the skyscrapers and all that. They were not showing the larger central loop on PS4 Pro is what I've heard. They were only showing the small subsection of the map, Old Villador.
Yeah, and I heard the build that they were playing from Game Informer that it didn't have any characters, it didn't have any missions. It was just basically like, we want you to show you that it's running, but they're not playing the real version of the game.
It was
so
only
it's
a
like,
sandbox.
So how can they say the PS4 Pro version runs well when they didn't even
Brave
play the game really? They played just some weird build.
Happy New Year's, world fucking class, Michael.
I'm sorry, I broke up a little bit there.
Well, I don't understand how they can say the PS4 Pro version runs good when they didn't really play the final build of the they played like a half-assed gimped build of the PS4 Pro version. So I don't know, man.
Yeah.
It's definitely concerning, I'll tell you that.
And also just it's almost like a lot of the shills have come out of the water here because I've been covering Dying Light 2 for a long time now. It's been over a year.
Damn.
And back in the day we had, the Techland, Dev Hell, all that stuff came out. People were willing to look at it with the open eyes. People were going in there. I was making videos on that. People were willing to go in there with open eyes. Nowadays, people are sending me negative comments on my videos for saying,
my gosh,
we need last-gen gameplay, so it's kind of just sad.
Well, they think we're haters, and it's like, dude, I want Dying Light 2 to be great. I need something to play in February, and I'd rather play that as opposed to Elden Ring. I'm not going to lie. But, not everyone has a PS5. Not everyone has a Series X. Not everyone has a high-end PC. And for those people, it could be a very well shit show.
Oh, yeah. And the way a lot of people view you, at least from the Dying Light 2 community, they think you're just a troll from your videos or whatever.
Oh man, I
It's
mean,
just like, dude, watch his stream. He has a lot of good points.
Yeah,
I mean,
they just
it's not like he only hates. He likes a lot of video games. Talking about the Friday the 13th movie or whatever. I'm not into that, but I saw that.
yeah.
So it's like a lot of people think you only hate. That's not really the case, though.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much we can do outside of just continue to move forward. I mean, I can't convince people if that's what they feel. You know, it's just the way it is, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But they might start thinking that
one
about
more-
you now if you're going to get critical about it. You know, they're like, well, we don't
one
need
more
old
thing I want to mention
Yeah.
before we move the wheels here. Just the requirements for. I mean, as you saw Mudahar's video about PC gaming is dying. I mean, the requirements for Dying Light 2, you need a 2060 or 3600 just to hit 60 FPS. I mean,
Well, then it's already over. That tells you everything you need to know, essentially. I mean, that is ridiculous. The highest end card that I have is a laptop 2060. You know, 6 gigs of VRAM.
I have a 2060 Super, and I'm at the point where I'm like, am I even going to be able to stream the game in 60 FPS? I mean,
holy
what am I going to do? I can't get a new graphics card right now.
Oh, no, you can't. Yeah,
I mean,
that's what I'm saying. Everyone's basically stuck in the position that they're in unless you can get really lucky and find, you know, whatever.
Exactly. And then that brings to the point, too, a lot of the creators were talking about how they did have bugs, but they're not allowed to show it.
Stunning and
I had
brave
some of the similar
donated
experience on
$5
Cyberpunk
through
where
Super Chat.
I had bugs. I had a few small game-breaking bugs here and there. It wasn't serious to what I've heard. But then on last gen, it was like a totally different story on console.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm thinking maybe Dying Light 2, unfortunately, we might see some of that.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too, because you know it's like they want you to pre-order the game, pre-order it. You see it all over the website, all over the Twitter, all over the social media stuff. But it's like, okay, they don't want to show the game. Like they are hesitant to show this game, and it comes out in practically 1 month. I mean, yeah, we still got January to go, but like unless they show this, I mean, if they can reverse this and show this game off in a way that makes sense, then, you know, I will pull back a little bit and say, okay, they've shown us the game, and, you know, maybe we're a little bit more satisfied now. We feel more comfortable going in. But this, like, vague talk, like, oh, yeah, just stay tuned, guys. We're going to show you gameplay in sometime in January on old gen. It's like, well, what about What about PS5 and Series X? Like, is that going to be a disappointment too? Like, what is going on with this game?
And then we have, just in my opinion, from 2019, I mean, there's a lot of lost potential with the game from 2019. Chris Avalon left.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, got pushed off the project. New narrative director just like a year ago.
Oh no.
So there's a lot of things that have changed.
I wonder if they've undid everything that Chris did.
That's what Chris has said on Twitter. That pretty much he said he didn't contribute as much as people think, but he said pretty much he doesn't see anything in the game that he did.
Happy New Year, Mackle. Bear.
So you're saying they basically wiped it clean then?
I'm sorry, what did you say? You're breaking up here again.
Yeah. Well, they're donating something really stupid, and they know they're pissing me off with that shit because they're just spamming crap. But basically, so Chris, what did he say again?
He said, I read some of his comments on Twitter about Dying Light 2. He basically said he had small contributions on the project, and that basically he didn't see anything left from them in the game.
So what does that mean? Like,
it's hard to tell what it means because I almost don't want to believe he had such small contributions.
Yeah, I think he's trying to downplay it.
What?
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah, and so it's just concerning, like a lot of the choices, like they're pushing for probably the most, the hardest choice making we would ever see done, possibly in video games, if like from what they were showing back in the day. So
yeah, they made some big big promises, and I don't necessarily believe they can fulfill those words that were said, but you know, we'll have to wait and see, I guess.
All right, let's go ahead and move the wheels here.
Yeah,
I try
bro,
to stay neutral, but hope I helped you out on.
Oh yeah, we appreciate you, bro. Thanks for calling in.
Yep, thank you.
Hell yeah,
Bye.
take care. See, that's what we're talking about. That guy, you know, he's on it with the Dying Light 2 stuff. I'm glad he came over here. I'm glad he came over here. That was a cool conversation.